Hello, and welcome to the Trekle Trunk.
Indeed. Ahoy, hoy.
And this time we'll dig into the Trekle Trunk and pull out IDW's Star Trek Deep Space Nine, The Dog of War, numbers 3, 4, and 5.
He's goodest Borgo dog.
Such a good boy. He's such a good boy. All right, we'll talk about how good of a boy Latty is here in a few moments.
The cutest of Borg.
We are your hosts, Devin and Dave.
A.K.A. Plain Simple Tailors and your locutors of Trek.
That's us.
It's nice to be here.
We love our many names. Hopefully you all do too, because we're keeping them. All right.
The more star systems we conquer, the more names we'll get.
Exactly. So like I said, we are reviewing Deep Space Nine's number 3, 4, and 5. We covered 1 and 2 on previous issues of episodes of the Trekle Trunk. Go back and check those out. And this story has been written by Mike Chen with art by Angel Hernandez. So let's get into it, shall we? Any opening thoughts on this story before I crack open issue 3 here?
Well, I just read issue 5 this afternoon for the first time, and I'm looking forward to talking about that one.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, actually, one of the general comments I can make about this is I do very much enjoy the art, particularly the capture of the facial expressions on some characters. Mm-hmm. They do a wonderful job with Vic in particular.
Look. On this page alone, look at that. Yeah. It's good Dax, O'Brien, Cisco, Kira. Right? They're all there. They all look great.
They made
Quark
a study of their faces and the angles at which Star Trek tends to shoot faces too, you know? Yeah. I thought was really, I found it very immersive that way.
Yeah, I agree. It feels it fits into it. It's kind of been pitched as a lost Deep Space Nine episode, and it could have been one. It feels kind of like one.
This is right in the sort of territory of Magnificent Ferengi or one of those kind of ones for me, you know?
Yeah,
a delightful romp.
Now, let's start off by delighting over this cover. Beautiful cover. Vic Fontaine. The good boy there playing the piano.
Indeed.
Latty there.
Good old latinum, the pop.
Because as we know, Vic's piano plays itself.
Yes.
Especially since the piano player quit.
That's true. Go join another band in another holographic town.
Off to Reno.
That's right.
All right. Well, we open up, of course, we are on our beloved station, Deep Space Nine. And Quark is lamenting a bit. You know, he's become attached to this very good boy. Everyone on the station has, because he's such a good boy. Very likable pup.
And he's really struggling with the thought of moving him along as a transaction, you know?
True. Because, he thought it was like one part of the either dog or the device, the Borg device that came with Latty, was just like extra and not even supposed to be part of the deal. So he's just like, he thought that was the Borg device. He thinks they really want the dog because he's like a pure breed. But he thought the Borg device was just kind of there, and his buyer would just haggle with Starfleet for it or something like that.
Which
sounds strange.
A very Quark response.
Yeah, it's like Starfleet doesn't haggle with randos for Borg technology, but anyway. Yeah, but we have a going away party. Nice going away party for young Latty. Latty.
What's that? Young Rom's in the well.
Again. Young Benjamin fell in the wormhole again.
Typical.
Come on, guys, get it together. But you know, everyone's there. Everyone loves Latty. And Quark's just like, oh god, he just has to get away. It's just driving him nuts. Look at that lamenting. Like this would have been a really good Quark episode.
You get some touches.
You know?
Oh yeah,
and,
absolutely.
And for dog lovers too, like if a dog can warm as I like said on our little text blurb to describe the episode, if Latty can warm the cold latinum heart of a Ferengi, I mean, come on.
That's true. It can warm anything.
Exactly. But
yeah. So the episode, this issue, I found out sort of a quieter pickup than some of them.
Yep.
It's a little bit more introspective.
So interesting callback, just like in the episode. Oh, jeez, I'll have to think of the name of the episode, but the one where they trip the old Dukat alarm, and he comes, attention, Bajoran workers. Like that happens again. So like, where's Dukat?
That's right.
There's Dukat there. Attention, Bajoran workers. Disobedience has been detected in ore processing plant 2.
Oh, I forgot about that part.
That's hilarious. I love that they have the Cardassians are hilarious. They have so many contingencies for people rebelling against them because they know what jerks they are, right? Like it's like they'll eventually rise up against us, but we're ready. Like,
that's right. We'll get them.
In literally every processing plant, we'll trip an alarm, it'll lock it down, and shoot them all with lasers. So Nog and the other Starfleet officers go run and try to deal with that, but it turns out, that wasn't an accident that this thing got tripped. And in beams in this group of mercenaries here.
Yeah.
And
surly looking bunch they are.
Yep. I forget. Do you remember on Deep Space Nine there was those aliens and there were like the two brothers and they were sort of like gangsters. And they had like big ridged. They look like this green guy here. He looks like one of those guys,
They do a bit, yes, that's right.
And then there's a Cardassian, and I'm not sure about the guy in the cloak. But
I don't know if we've seen
Cardassian too. But
maybe.
I'm not sure. But yeah, so they've come for Latty, and they get him. And Worf's hunting them down because they don't get off the ship immediately. They're like running towards the Defiant, the mercenaries.
Oh, that's right.
And Worf's tracking them down, but they see him coming and he encounters heavy fire. See, what I like about this is one thing they sort of avoid in Star Trek, and rightfully so in most of the shows, but in Voyager and Deep Space Nine, for example, there could probably have been more firefights and things. Now, I'm not advocating for more of that necessarily because I like Star Trek wordy and not actiony for the most part. You know what I'm saying? I don't want more action. Don't take it that way, people. I'm just saying there could be more scenes where Worf gets to kind of display his prowess at battle. We don't get much of that. So this is good for that, because he's like fighting these three guys, and he's just like cool under fire. They're like blasting him like crazy. They're all just blasting away at him. He's just like hiding behind a box, and his fear of boxes. So that's
true. He's putting a lot of trust in that box in that moment. It's a lot of character development right there.
So I guess they figured out how to untrip the alarm, because Dukat comes on and he's, attention Bajoran workers, your attempt to leave through the loading bay has been halted. Surrender now. Or like, oh no, I guess it's just following them around and with more warnings. And then the mercenaries beam away, and they do have the dog, and they also have the Borg device, which we find out here in a minute. They also got the Borg device, so pretty skilled mercenaries. So Quark and Cisco are having it out about that, and Cisco's getting him to call his informant, who he got in contact with these people with, sort of thing. And it turns out to be somebody who is just like this space animal rights activist, and is just out to like fight against the mistreatment of animals in space that are, I guess, pretty heavily traded for like rarity in things and mistreated, which you could see in space.
Oh my goodness. Well, I mean, we've seen a number of characters in that vein who are collectors, from Kivas Fajo right on up,
Yeah. And one thing to think about too in all these human colonies that go out, and the humans that they only have what they take with them. It's not like they're going to a planet like Earth that has the things that Earth has. It doesn't have any of those things. So, like, very few things do you show up with, and they're just gonna want more things from Earth to make it more like Earth.
Yes.
Like, give us dogs, give us cats, give us, the things Earth has. Carrots, if we don't have carrot seeds, bring some of those. Like, give us the Earth.
Yeah, and the style of settlement for Federation worlds, particularly depending on gravity, atmosphere, all that stuff, seems to be very different than something like your horse comment made me think immediately of Firefly, right? Where there's horses and cattle all over the place, because it's, I mean, obviously it's deliberately being a Western.
Yeah,
but their sense of colonization, and that they sort of roughly terraform a planet and then drop people on there to begin to settle it, is a very, very different sense than that in which the resource-rich post-scarcity Federation will say, oh yeah, you guys want to go? Oh yeah, here, take a ship. Here's some supplies. You got a plan? All right, well, let's work with you to make sure your plan's going to be as good as it can be. All right, then, get on out there. Right? They sort of give them everything to go with if that's what this group of people want to do.
And we
so
really
I
only
imagine it would be a very different experience.
And we only really see late stage colonization, generally in Star Trek, not the beginnings of it. Or we just see like an outpost, like with a bunch of scientists, and it's not even colonized. And in that case, they have all the best equipment, and it's always a fancy station and stuff. So we only ever really see the best case scenarios, it seems, too.
Well, no, that's a good point. There might be lots of places that are far more rugged than that, for sure. Or maybe places that choose to be rugged because they want that kind of lifestyle, apart from the very, very automated and immediate center of the Federation kind of lifestyle, Anyway, so back to the comic book.
Yes, this person's name's Elatia, and she just says your Federation's Endangered Species Act doesn't go far enough. It only applies to specific situations, but every day animals are being abused for profit, she says. Profit that exists outside the lines on a map, because profit always exists outside lines on a map. And Quark's like, she's got a good point there.
She's got the lobes. She's in the wrong angle, but
she just got the lobes. So yeah, she says that they're a consortium known as the Brokers, is what she tells them. So they have that information to go with, and they don't really get anything else. But she has Quark knows about them. He's been dealing with them. Didn't know that they were like hardcore, like animal abusers, I guess.
Yeah.
And they got the Borg interface, so they have to develop a plan. Oh, and she's a Betazoid, so that's what they assume why she has this deep connection and drive to save animals, because she can feel their empathy, their pain, and suffering, which is an interesting twist. Nice little Star Trek twist on that.
Yeah, an interesting place for a Beta Z to get to, too,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saving Earth
We've
animals.
seen a couple of... I remember that one of the great episodes of Deep Space Nine in that respect is the Trill scientist who wanted to be joined and ends up trying to steal Dax's symbiote,
Yeah. He's interesting character, great episode.
Yeah, and a great character actor. I've lost his name right now.
Yeah. We talked about him on the Villain Symposium, I believe.
Oh, great.
Didn't rank high on his villainy, because he didn't really even want to hurt anybody. He was just like,
no, he's not an awesome
do this
villain.
Queen and easy. I'm stealing your symbiote. You may die, but nobody else needs to be hurt. Come on now, let's just do this civilized. But he was almost like a junkie, is what we decided. He was just hooked on the stuff, and he was just willing to do anything to get it. But which is weird, because he never experienced the stuff. But maybe that was another different character.
This sort of obsession.
Anyway, go watch the Villain Symposium, people. Right now we're talking about comics. All right. So, yeah, they have that information to go with. Just the word brokers and stuff gives them a lead, and they were able to track them down. And oh no, that's not it. So he calls the brokers Quark, is what he does here, because he does have their contact, and they're just like, no, we're all good. He's just like, no, we're not all good. You stole the merchandise off my station, and that has repercussions to me, obviously. And they're like, fair point, you will be compensated. He's just like, look, I'm gonna level with you. I just want to see Latty again for a minute, because Dax is like, if we can get Latty on the screen, I can triangulate, because they did put a tracker on him, but it sucks. But they're like, if they can get site to site, then like, it helps. So they do. They put Latty on screen. He's a good boy, because they need a little more time. And so Quark's just like, Latty, sit. And Latty sits, and he's just like, stand, or like, yeah, stay, speak, and he does all the things. And it buys them the
Latty,
time.
be a Corgi. Good boy. Keep doing it.
And Dax is like, we got it. What a good dog. Such a good boy. So then Admiral Ross calls to tell Ben they're sending the USS Normandy, captained by Captain Swapna Krishna, to go get the interface back. And, you know, Ben's not even talking about Latty. He doesn't really want to talk about the fact that they want to go save this dog to Admiral Ross. He doesn't even mention it. It's like, so hilarious.
No. You see, Admiral, we're after our fluffy boy.
Yeah, we want our good boy. He's such a good boy, Admiral. You don't understand what a good boy he is. Oh my we
gosh.
Just got a visit. We just got a visit from the youngest Starfleet officer. Right. Look at that. She's already in the academy.
Hello.
Starfleet very tiny baby Garton.
Jeez. Ooh, I see a bat'leth back there. That's my kind of weapon.
There is a bat'leth back there. So
first size of bat'leth too.
So Ben doesn't mention the dog, but he does say that they want to go get their stuff back. Like, it was stolen from them. He's like, I want to do it. And he's like, nobody can... I've already interfaced with it, which Ben has, which is totally Ben. He's like, I can handle it. It's all good. So he does convince him, because he has interfaced with it before. And he's like, I can interface it again and wipe all our data, because they stole, actually, all of Deep Space Nine's data. So they have all of Starfleet's... This story's during the Dominion War. And they... So
this is... ultimately, this is what the brokers, I think, are truly out.
Yes, it does. You know, that does come out, I believe, in the next issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, all this, the Latty, the Borg interface, that's just all a bonus. They're all information dealers. That's what their main business is. And they have these covers, like all the Kivas Fajo stuff that this group does, the collecting, it's all a front. Just to get close to these different people. Because, like, a lot of their clients are higher ups, like admirals in Starfleet or admirals in the Romulan Empire, like people that have influence and money and things, you know, people that do have access to information. So it's a pretty slick plan. I mean, it's very like Orion Syndicate, but
they're essentially operating as a kind of private intelligence firm in that sense, right? Or syndicate, but yeah.
So they're going after their good boy. And he's just like, prepare the Defiant. We're going to save our dog. And that's the end of issue 3.
Indeed.
How's this story chugging along for you?
Oh, I'm enjoying it. I keep wondering why particularly the choice of a Corgi. Maybe that's a dog that was dear to one of these folks or whatever, but there is something inherently comedic about a Corgi.
They're pretty funny. You know? It's like a giant head on a tiny squat body kind of thing.
Right? It's like this weird little Cheeto that has legs.
Well, you know why I think they chose the Corgi.
Why is that?
The cuteness of Korg.
Well, I mean...
cuteness of Korg. For that one pun, it's worth choosing a Corgi. Even though they don't use that pun. That's all Dav and S9 here.
That's true. But, that's true. That's pretty much straight out of that wormhole of a brain of yours.
Oh, yeah. If only things would get lost more often.
Yeah, no, I'm enjoying this one so far. I would love to have seen this one filmed. But, of course...
Oh, yeah. They would have had to have a good dog actor. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we were thinking the same thing.
Dogs, I suppose, are easier than cats that way.
Opens with a beautiful shot of the Defiant Tough little ship.
Lovely sun. Tough little ship.
Sure is. So they're
a former
coming up
Sao
on this.
Paulo at this point.
Yep. True enough. Let us not forget the Sao Paulo's great sacrifice. Its very name.
Its very name.
So they're coming up on the ship, and they're like, "Don't let the outside fool you, because it's nothing impressive." They're like, "It's just a flying bank, and it's got like security everywhere. Everything's vaults and like lockdown, and like So it's gonna be tricky, but their plan is actually pretty slick, I think. So they're like flashing their cloak on and off to draw the attention of the bank ship, so that it'll come towards them in this asteroid field. At which point they have the plan to just hurl a bunch of asteroids at the bank ship, which will like lower its shields long enough for them to beam on. So it's pretty slick. Pretty slick.
Because it never registers as a real attack in that case, right? Which I think is the cleverest part of this.
Yeah, yeah.
They really never tell them that they're there.
No, they just have a bit of sensor data that saw something for a second. And,
exactly, right? Nothing it can resolve.
No, exactly. So mystery is all they've really, the only downside.
But I wonder if this is, like, I wondered when I was reading that, like, is this Federation ingenuity? Is this a classic Klingon or Romulan tactic that the Federation has fallen prey to how many times before? Like,
it strikes you as a bit of a Klingon tactic in a way.
Right, I could see
like
it being a Klingon tactic.
Attack.
They're lying in wait for you to come in.
Yeah.
The asteroids might be the Federation.
The flashing the cloak on. They're like, bring them in, just flash the cloak on off for a second, and bird of prey swooping at you super fast. And,
but I could see that definitely being one of the Klingons' love of guile. One of those moments where they would enjoy that a lot.
Oh, Dave, you might be excited to know this. Our next Locutors convention is going to be us tier ranking the ships.
Oh my gosh. Hopefully I'll be in somewhere with working internet for that.
Indeed. You have to go back and see the villain one. And see
I've got to go back and watch the villain thing.
There's a few S tier villains there. One we mentioned in this, I'll spoil it right now. Kivas Fajo we ranked as an S tier villain because he was just so in love with his own evil.
Like, he's dastardly. Yeah.
He was the worst.
Completely unrepentant.
So they beam on, and this is an amazing scene. A Cardassian comes walking down the hall, and Kira just grabs him and just beats the living shit out of him. And they're all just looking at her like, "What did you do that?" And she just goes, "What? I might have recognized him. I might have recognized him." That's her excuse. Oh, Kira, you're delightful.
Oh, God, it's such a Kira moment, though.
Oh, yeah, it was great. Just pulls him into a dark crevice and beats the crap out of him. Like,
again, something she's not done just the once.
No, certainly not. It was like an instinct to her. Like, it happens, and they just like turn around, and it's already done. And they're like, "What?" It's pretty great. But look at this, is a good shot of Kira. Speaking of the art, too. Oh, honey, I'm getting a little fussy baby here.
Oh yeah,
it's very cool. Them crawling through the Jeffries tubes there, which they all even comment because Chief and Worf stay back on the Defiant, and oh, honey, I know she wants to go back to Starfleet. I was just saying, look how Starfleet these cheekies are. Those are very Starfleet cheekies. Oh my, don't flail, honey. Ugh. So. So Chief's telling them where to go. He's like, "There's these things. They're like Jeffries tubes, but they're worse. So get ready for a cramped run." And then they're in there. They're like, "He's right. They are worse than Jeffries tubes.
These aren't nice at all."
So then they get to this point where they need a pretty slick move because they've only got a few seconds, and somebody has to sneak down there, grab the device, and then sneak back up into the Jeffries tubes. Oh, honey, Mummy's coming. But Dax realizes, she's an Olympic gymnast. At least Emily was.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Which is interesting. I've always found she has said that before. Olympic gymnast. So like the Olympics allow trills at least. Like how many aliens do
Apparently,
they
yeah.
allow to like compete together? Like do they have to have certain physical capabilities that
I
match?
wonder
Like
if there'd be like weight classes or like
because the
tensile,
Klingon would just go there and win everything. Like
right? Like
or a
the
Vulcan
Vulcan
or
wrestling teams. No wonder the
yeah.
humans hold the
Yeah,
correct.
the Vulcan wrestling team is just that one captain. It's just the Captain
Like I'll
Solok.
take them all. Give me
Solok, I think
location. Give me location.
yeah, exactly. Give me location. Oh, I'm one of your human bars again? How very emotional. A bit nostalgic. Nostalgia is an emotion. Um, but so Ben's like, yeah, I gotta put on the device again, and that was part of the plan. They sent Bashir down. Oh, good. Baby's off with Mummy now.
Goodbye,
Have
Captain.
fun with
My
Mummy.
Captain.
Bye, honey. Have fun in Starfleet. Um, so, life interjected there, as it does. So, Ben puts on the thing, Bashir's monitoring him, and Dax and Jadzia are going to go save Latty. That's the plan.
Mm-hmm.
And Worf is, tactical. The tactical officer back on the Defiant, essentially. Well, Chief leads them around the bank. So Ben's is like, it's working even better this time. Like, I can control. Like, last time he was able to basically control Deep Space Nine.
Mm-hmm.
And ships outside of it, as I recall.
Yeah, he was able to tap into them for sure.
But this time he's like, it's even better. I can control everything. Like, he's leading Dax and Kira different places and dropping alarms and security measures for them while tapping in to the communication that's ongoing. So he's able to wipe all the information from Deep Space Nine from this ship, but some of it's already been transmitted, and he finds out to the Dominion. So he has to find a way to stop that transmission. And he's like, it keeps speeding up. He's trying to do it, and it keeps speeding up. And he's like, it keeps going faster. It keeps going faster, and like his vitals are getting crazy. It's all very tense. Look at all this stuff. There's all kinds of crazy stuff there.
Oh yeah.
And
I like the way they
Latty in
overlaid
the
the
cage.
information on his face. They find Latty.
They find Latty in the cage, and then all of a sudden, boom! They're under attack from security officers, and there's fire. Latty's afraid of the fire and won't come out of the cage they had him in. Look at that! It's very sad. Look at that poor pup. Poor pup there. Very sad boy. He's like, it's all bad, and Cisco's like, I'm trying to help you, but if I do, like, the information's gonna get away, and it's like, it's all crazy. So,
it's all kind of coming to a head at this moment here.
yeah,
And I mean, the real trick is that,
end of this.
yeah, the real trick, as we're going to find out, is it all depends on the quality of relationship, you know?
Yes,
Indeed.
yes, indeed. Dog of War, Part 5.
Indeed. What a great cover.
So, Kira and Dax are able to take care of the security officers, but the place is still on fire, the room that they're in, and there's more officers coming. But they can't get Latty out. There's fire between them and Latty, and they need Latty to jump. Which is kind of weird. Like, if he can jump, you can jump to go get him, I feel like. Like, even in this picture, I feel like they could have done that. But, I guess you need the drama. That was the one sort of nitpick I had.
Yeah, yeah.
But, it's whirling, and they want him to jump through, I guess. And Bashir's just like, I think I can get him to do it. Because him and Chief had been playing with Latty in their different holodeck games.
Oh, yeah, they keep taking him on their adventures.
Yeah, on their, like, adventures. Yeah. So, they probably, Latty's probably been to the Battle of Britain.
That's true. He may have been at the Alamo.
Somebody had to replace Clive.
That's true. Oh,
good lad.
Clive.
Good lad. Poor Clive. Died for king and country.
That's right. Brave, like Stomping.
So Bashir leaves, and he's just goes like, yeah, I got this, don't worry. Which he doesn't really, but Cisco would say that.
He's very good at sending the others away.
He's doing it. Like, he's doing, but it's like it's overtaking him, and he knows that. He's like, I sort of have to let it kind of overwhelm me.
He keeps saying like, if I give myself to it.
Yeah, exactly. Because he keeps saying the transmission is speeding up. I can't catch it. I need to let myself go. He says, which they kept telling him not to, like where Bashir was. So, yep, the firefight still going on. The next group of security officers arrive. But Cisco tells everyone to find cover, tells his people to find cover. Because he has a plan, and he sets off some explosions. It takes out everybody, except, of course, the people he warned. And then Bashir gets there, and he convinces Latty. He's just like, come on, Latty, jump just like the Holosuite, remember? You can do this, Latty. You're a brave, strong dog. Oh, look, there it is. There they show him. They did take him to the Battle of Britain.
There he is.
Of course. Or some similar scenario, anyway.
With aviator goggles on him, it'd be great.
Yep. Yeah, very cute. Very cute. With their big heads.
And so he's able to jump through the fire. He gets to them.
Yep. And there's a warp core breach incoming, so they need to get off the ship. Cisco's vitals are going into overload. They can't cut it off because it'll overrun his neural net and it'll be collapse. And he says, but I'm here and I know what needs to be done. And
after
Latty licks his face,
Latty wakes him up,
wakes him out of it. Yeah,
his face licking there. Some
pretty
good stuff.
He snaps over it and he just goes, "Good dog." So he deactivates the shields, beams them back aboard the Defiant, just in time as that bank ship explodes. And
it seems that his reach went pretty far in that moment.
And here comes one of my favorite, maybe my favorite moment in this whole story. And this is the thing that I think would have made it a good episode, is this gives Cisco more insight into Picard's experience as Locutus. And he asked Mr. Worf, he's just like, tell me, Mr. Worf, did Captain Picard ever talk about his time as Locutus? And Worf just pauses and just goes, rarely.
He's like, I think I understand why.
Yeah, he goes, I understand why. Yeah. And then he tells Starfleet the interface was damaged in the escape and then destroy it. So, big call for Ben to make. And could be a good question to debate perhaps on Debate 9, because it's like, was that the right call?
I mean, it's such a strategic benefit, but I think you can see his concern.
Oh yeah,
that any individual mind would
be overwhelmed,
would just get overpowered very quickly, as he did.
Yeah,
it'd make a great debate, honestly.
And then the people show up to pick up Latty. And they're just like, let's just not give them Latty, and let's just keep Latty. And
so they find a elegant way to both
Bashir does.
Allow Quark to satisfy his contractual obligations, but let Latty remain on the station. At first I was like, oh, they're just going to clone Latty. I'm like, that doesn't satisfy this problem. At the end.
Yeah, they say Latty's not endangered. His value comes from being a genetic rarity. And Bashir's like, a genetic rarity, you say? He's like, I think I have an idea. They're like, all right, we'll bring him to the infirmary. And they changed his genetics.
Yeah.
To make.
Now we need a second Dog of War arc where like Latty's small benign genetic change just goes completely insane.
Is that a Riemann that was coming for him?
It kind of looks like a Riemann, doesn't it?
Yeah, kinda. Yeah. So he's just like, you don't want this dog. It's like, didn't pass I can perform a live genetic test as proof. the dog appears to be perfect, but no one thought they would notice this mutation that Bashir added. Yeah. He's not a perfect Pembroke Welsh Corgi.
That's right. But Bashir does point to something very pertinent out. He's no longer perfect because he was already perfect. He's a very good boy.
Exactly. He's a very good boy. But then they're like, well, somebody's got to keep him. And Bashir's is like, I take care of enough people on this station already. Dax is like, I can't. Like, Worf would hate him. Which Worf doesn't hate him, but he's like, he would drive Worf nuts, is what she says.
Yeah.
Worf even likes him, actually.
Although, I mean, here again is an elegant depiction of the problem of like the plight of the rescue dog. Everybody's like, oh, that thing's really cute. Who wants to keep him?
Yeah, exactly. Kira's like, I'm more of a best friend than a best owner type. And Sisko's like, I'm already raising Jake. O'Brien's like, I can't bring another animal home. I already did that with Chester.
That's right.
But turns out Latty and Morn love each other, and Latty chooses Morn anyway. He's like, I'm going with Morn.
Won't shut up
and that's
about
great. Won't shut up, but that's what they kept saying. Morn would not shut up about Latty.
Which is a lovely. I like that as a lovely final.
It's the last line of the whole
it's
comic.
Like another Morn won't shut up joke. I get a kick out of this.
He's always sweet talking that dog. Big guy loves Latty so much he won't shut up about it. And that's the end.
Right, and
you could off with Latty.
It's the most. I think it's the most elegant place for Latty to have gone as well, because
he'll be back.
It's another crazy Morn story, right? On one level, it allows them to get another Morn never shuts up joke in. Plus, it means that like Latty can have an entire life on that station, and I can watch the last couple of seasons imagining a corgi running around on there.
Every time Morn's at the bar, which is
right?
Mostly always.
There's like a corgi somewhere on the promenade.
And Vic running his like dog park up in the holodeck.
Right? This is like a little window into the domestic life of Deep Space Nine at the end of it all. Just lovely.
Yep. I like this story. So is it headcanon for me? I'm gonna throw it into the headcanon.
Oh, it's there for me as well. I'm happy with that. It's the goodest 5-issue arc.
Yep, agreed.
Yep.
So, it gets a pass from us. Go check it out. Buy it.
Absolutely.
Then we'll get more Star Trek comics.
Yeah.
And we'll be back with
soon.
The Day of Blood, the countdown to the Day of Blood, and then the Day of Blood.
That's right. So when next our
out.
trunk treckles.
Yep. And that
check out
like the interview with Derek Tyler Attico that we just did. Great interview.
Man, that was fun. What a great guy.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, man.
Yeah. I hope we get a chance to talk to him again soon. After the 10th of October. Pre-order your book now.
Yeah. Lots to say on all the weird shit we asked him.
Oh, man. Yeah. He was really willing to roll with with our weirdness, which was great.
Exactly. That's great. And, we'll be back with Debate 9, actually, in a week. So check that out. Yourself, most likely myself, unless I swap myself out at the last minute.
Okay.
And Starfleet Leadership Academy's Jeff Aiken.
Oh, lovely.
So that'll be a fun battle.
Indeed. End transmission.